Welcome to the In-Between, the podcast that will live between Steep and Riders Republic. Mitch is here, Nick's here, we are both ready to go. We cannot wait. This is just one step closer to the brand new game.
That's right. If you're new to the channel, this is our weekly show where we'll be talking about Steep and Riders Republic. We'll be covering news, a main topic, and showing off some content from around the community. But we'll get into more of that in episode 1 of Après STEEP.
Well, it's a new podcast, but the news desk is still up at the start of the show. So let's kick it off with some news from Steep. As of right now, all of the previous season outfits that were only in the store for a limited time are back in the store and on sale. So make sure you grab whatever you want from those 3 years of Steep before they leave the store for good. There's a ton of cool gear in there. And Mitch, I think you had your eye on some of those threads, some of those boards, maybe some skis?
You know it, I jumped into that store and snatched up all of the X Games apparel that I missed out on the first time. They got the helmets, jackets, the pants, and the skis and the snowboard, but I am just a few credits short of that snowboard that cost 100,000 Steep credits, so I'm working my way back up. Hopefully we'll catch it before it disappears.
Woo, we'll get grinding. Best of luck to you. And yeah, just make sure you get into that store, see what they have to offer. You never know, there might be something in there that you've forgotten about. It's been a while for some of these items, so make sure you check them out before they are gone for good.
That's all the news we have for Steep, but now it's time to move on to Riders Republic, and it's time for everyone's favorite segment. Where is the dev blog? Don't worry guys, it's coming. We found out from Gahan in the official Riders Republic Discord channel that the dev blog will be coming sometime after the holidays. So get through New Year's, enjoy kicking off 2021 and getting rid of 2020, and then we should have more news about Riders Republic.
Yeah, the main priority of all of us is to just get out of this abysmal year. Let's look forward to 2020 and we will see a dev blog on the other side. It has to be something good. I cannot wait. But for now, it is time we cover a main topic. Well, as you saw in the news segment, Mitch and I are trying to take a little bit more of a comical approach to these podcasts. I mean, of course, yes, providing the information and good discussion every week is still priority number one, but hey, we are in between two video games right now. We're kind of floating in the ether, and you guys are along with us, so let's have some fun with the countdown of these last 2 months looking forward to the release of Riders Republic.
Yes, the clock is ticking down, and as we get closer to the launch of Riders Republic, Nick and I are preparing for our next show, Riders Report. If you're a fan from before, we did Steepcast, 50 episodes talking about Steep each week. Of course, we covered the news, a main topic, and content. We also had some other segments in that show, but with this show, Après STEEP, we're going to hang it a little more loose. We're going to play around with some segments, see what works, see what doesn't, and make the show more entertaining so when Riders Republic does come out, we will be ready to roll.
This is a jam session if I've ever seen one. I mean, you and I are literally going to the park on like a Tuesday night with this show and just grinding everything that we want. We're not doing it for Flash. We're not doing it for a camera. Well, we are kind of doing it for YouTube. But anyway, you get the analogy. You and I are kind of throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what will stick, and trying to have as much fun as possible. We have to do something in this in-between to make this more entertaining, but we have a wonderful lineup for you. The show is a little more condensed than usual, so, you know, we may not be covering a weekly challenge on the show like you are used to in Steepcast. However, you can head to the YouTube page right now and watch the first 2 weeks of weekly challenges. They are their own standalone videos now, so I am super excited to start breaking these segments out into their own standalone series and still keeping the spirit of the podcast alive with what matters most, our news, our main topic discussions, and the Riders Roundup.
That's right, the news will be much the same. Any news that comes out about the game or some of the events we're running, discussion will be on a topic that we pick each week. We might have some interviews or some other content to show off, and then the Riders Roundup will feature our favorite content we saw from the week from anywhere on the internet, be it on Reddit or Twitter, Instagram, our Discord channel, and we'll be talking about and showing you guys some of the favorite things we saw that week.
Dude, just from the 50 weeks of Steepcast leading up to now, I can honestly tell you that my Instagram feed is nothing but the content creators and the gamers from this community, the pros, and of course, you know, Red Bull, X Games, Ubisoft, and now mountain biking. So I am just all Riders Republic, all Steep, all over all of my social media platforms. Have I said all enough in this one breath? But there may be some things out there that you and I miss. They might slip through the cracks every week, and that's why we are going to give you guys a new Discord server on the Nick and Mitch channel. That is going to be our suggestion box. So if you have a wonderful main topic that you would like us to discuss, something about the game, we are nixing question and answers, so this is going to kind of be where we can feature your guys' thoughts and opinions. We would love to hear your main topic suggestions. We would love to see news from the game, from the world of the winter adventure sports and mountain biking. Just any news that you guys see that you think would be newsworthy on the show can go over to the suggestions tab on the Nick and Mitch Discord server.
And speaking of Discord channels, we'll be opening another new channel for you guys to use. We'll get into it with the Riders Roundup because we find content from everywhere. Like Nick said, we already see your posts on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else. We subscribe to a bunch of you on YouTube, but we're going to open a self-promo channel where you can post your cool projects and videos and pictures. Whatever else you're working on, you can post a link in there and we might pull some of that content for the Riders Roundup.
Super excited for these new tabs. I cannot wait to see the traffic. Yes, like you just said, if you are brand new to our channel, to this podcast, please know that our community from Steepcast are some of the most creative video game artists I have ever seen. I'm talking still shots, video clips, real life clips, and you're gonna see some of these in the Riders Roundup coming up right now. Hold on to your pants because this community is killer.
Welcome to the Riders Round. Wait, does this mean we don't get a scream from you like the Reddit Roundup scream?
Nope, not this time, not this show. I messed up my vocal cords, dude. Something's going on. I have to take a break. I have to figure it out, and hopefully we should be back for Riders Report.
Well, my ears are certainly thankful, but maybe I won't be as lucky in the future. But welcome to the new and improved Riders Roundup. Like we discussed in the main topic, this will be some of our favorite content from Steep and Riders Republic from anywhere on the internet. So we have a few different things to show you today.
Yeah, buddy, that's right. Starting up top in pole position, we have an incredibly long video, I might add, from Nate Hotshot, giving us some beautiful cinematic views of the mountains of Steep. I mean, seriously, this one is hefty. I'm talking 80 plus minutes of cinematic Steep views. We cannot wait to see him cover the map of Riders Republic. I'm sure it is going to be just as beautiful, if not more gorgeous. We're going to have to wait and see, but here is a short clip-it of Nate Hotshot's World of Steep.
Seriously, go check out this video when you have a chance. They are all beautiful shots, and I have seen Nate posting that he's been working on this project for a long time. He put some info in the description of this video. He's been working on it for about 3 months now. He had 556 clips recorded, which was just under 4 hours of runtime. I cannot imagine the hard drive that would fill up.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, do we know what he's playing on? Is it a console? Is it a PC? How is he storing these? Because I don't see any PS4 player or any Xbox player having that much storage on their console, unless he was exporting every single night, which still, huge chore.
I believe he is mainly a PC player, but he was using a controller to record all of those angles. And for those of you that don't know, Nate Hotshot is one of the very few, I believe 5 people that has reached the level cap in Steep. That is level 9,999.
Wow.
And I believe he is the only or one of 2 that earned it the tried, true, the hard method of just grinding out XP in the game. He hasn't done any hacks or changing to his game. He has reached it the hard way.
Ridiculously impressive stuff, Nate. Keep it up. And again, we cannot wait to see what you do on that Riders Republic map. We are stoked. We are also stoked to feature this next painting. This was done by Flare, the Finnish Flash, putting together an awesome painting of none other than Henrik Harlow. Check it out. I mean, look at this. Come on.
He's been working on some digital paintings for our weekly challenge segments, and you have to check them out. They are gorgeous. He's over on Instagram at steepy.j, and he's not just a great painter, he is great at our edit competitions. You'll be seeing him in our TFG Invitational. But he also just posted a clip of him coming so close to landing his first backflip in real life.
Yeah, this absolutely blew us away. It also blew the community away. He just nonchalantly posted it in Discord that like, hey guys, I did my first backflip today. And everyone in the community just erupted. They were demanding that a video come out. And of course, Flare being Flare, you know he had a GoPro on his helmet. So here we go. Here is Flare's attempt at a backflip up on the mountains.
Well, you know, this is one of our dreams in real life, is to finally land a backflip on skis, and Flare comes so close, he just slightly over rotates and falls down to the side, but I know by the end of the season, we'll probably be seeing him complete it.
Would you ever see yourself trying this? I mean, I just think I would have the intention of pulling off a backflip, of course, but then I'd get to the park, I would see the jump, and I would freeze up. I just really think that my knees and my entire body would just freeze up and I would have to bail.
I would absolutely try this. For some reason, I don't have fear when it comes to trying things like this, probably for the worst. And I've already had several injuries, so I'm not really scared to get hurt again from it. I think I trust myself. I would want to practice on a trampoline first for a long time, but I think once I see that thing on the mountain, I'd just be ready to go.
We keep saying it, but you and I really have to get up to a mountain, whether it's together or separate. I mean, of course, you know, take a video camera with you if you go by yourself, but we have to put up some content of us in real life this season. We got to put our money where our mouth is.
What do you mean? I could add a video right now that's totally me pulling off a totally crazy trick at a mountain that I have totally been to before, and in no way, shape, or form would this be from Steep, but here it is.
Yeah, well, there it is, folks. You can't argue with hard video evidence. Good job, Mitch, I guess.
And finally, our latest weekly challenge was Happy Holidays. So what was your favorite photo out of that group?
You know, obviously they were all wonderful, but I'm going to have to go with Marcus. I absolutely love his picture in the red Santa suit with that half of his body highlights. You get the legs, you get that right arm highlighted on there with that dark night sky. I also love the purple picture, but I'm going to have to stick with the red Santa flashing his suit in what looks to be Alaska. What about you?
Like you said, all great pictures. Loved the digital painting ones that were turned into little pieces of art like the previous theme. But my favorite's going to go to Lucas Skip of Santa base jumping out of the hot air balloon. Thought that was super creative and going with the theme of Santa and the holidays.
No gift bag, no reindeer. Santa is base jumping in this year. I absolutely love it. Thank you, as always, to everyone who submitted for the weekly challenge. Happy holidays. You can head on over to the YouTube channel after this video is over and check out the full video with all of those wonderful pictures. And that's it. Episode 1 in the books. Keeping it short and sweet, giving you guys all of the information you need to know before you subscribe to stay up to date on the latest and greatest from Nick and Mitch, including now Après STEEP.
You can also find us streaming games on Twitch, and you can find us posting on our Instagram and Twitter, linked down below. And we even have our own Discord channel you can join where you can talk about the game, post some of your content, and of course, just hang at.
Well, folks, we heard the Yinzer accent, so you know what that means. We'll see you guys next week for Après STEEP Episode 2. I'm Nick.
And I'm Mitch.
And we'll see yins on the slopes.